Hi guys, and welcome to All Things Amber, where I discuss bookish and lifestyle videos. Today, I am bringing you guys a book haul. My birthday was a couple weeks ago on the 9th, and so I wanted to show you guys what books I got, and some I bought, some were sent to me. So yeah, so I have my little stack here. I'm just gonna go by what I see first, and then we're just gonna dive right in. So the first book I have is An American Marriage by Tari Jones. I've read this last year on my Kindle, or maybe it was the year before. I think last year. And I liked it, but I don't remember anything about it. So I plan to do a buddy read with my friend Ambria on bookstagram, and I'm excited because she was doing some reels from this book, and it made me want to really reread it. So An American Marriage, it follows Roy and Celestial, and they are newlyweds, and then I think some cheating happened, and then somebody else from Celestial's past comes back, something like that. Messy. I am excited for it. Next is a birthday present from my wonderful sister on Bookstagram. Her name is Soul at Soul the Reader, and Ambria is what Ambria reads. I'll leave their links down below. But she gifted me the collected poetry of Nikki Giovanni. A couple weeks ago, there was the Well Read Black Girl Festival, and so it was all virtual, of course. So Nikki Giovanni did the keynote. She was a keynote speaker, and it was just so wonderful listening to her. So I asked Soul, who is a huge, huge fan of hers. She loves Nikki Giovanni. I asked her like, what books do I get into, to start my journey with her, and she sent me her whole poetry collection from 1968 to 1998, and I'm so excited. It's just nothing but poetry. You can't really tell, but poetry. I love poetry. I love poems. Yeah. Next is also a birthday book, and it is Native Son by Richard White. Right. I don't know. I just heard things about this book. I heard that it's good. Also, it is an HBO film, so I will be reading this. Watching the movie after I finish this. This follows a boy or man named Bigger Thomas, and it says, it says right from the start, Bigger Thomas had been headed for jail. It could have been for assault or petty larceny. By chance, it was for murder and rape. Native Son tells the story of this young black man caught in a downward spiral after he kills a young white woman in a brief moment of panic. So, yeah, this I'm excited for. I definitely need to read more black books because I'm slacking in that department. But I'm excited for this. I may pick this up in December or January, but I do plan to read it soon. Next is also a birthday book. It is James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. I have only read The Fire Next Time by Giovanni. No, that is a lie. I've read The Fire Next Time and If Bill Street Could Talk. Is that the name of the book? Oh my god. If Bill Street Could Talk, yeah. I've read those two, and I really love James Baldwin's writing. Everyone gushes and raves about him over on Bookstagram, so I said that I needed to get some more books. This is his third book, and I'm still trying to get my hands on the first one, which is, Go Tell It on the Mountain. And then, And then I also have his second book, is Notes of a Native Son, which I feel like goes with Native Son, or at least it talks about the book. So this talks about, it's a collection of essays on life in Harlem, the novel, Native Son Notes. Oh my god, okay. This is a collection of essays that he talks about life in Harlem, the novel, Native Son, movies, and African Americans abroad and how they are powerful today. That's when they were first written. So this is his second book. This is his third book, Giovanni's Room. And I'm trying to get my hands on Go Tell It on the Mountain. I may just end up reading it on my Kindle, but I don't know. We'll see. Next book is the lovely, I cannot wait to read this, Becoming by Miss Michelle Obama. I've read this on my Kindle when it came out, and I listened to the audiobook, but I really wanted to read it physically, and y'all, this is my next read for December. This is my next read for December, and I can't wait. I don't know. I'm just excited. I feel like I have a different experience with, reading an ebook and physically. So I'm excited, and it has the colorful pictures that shows when when she was younger and stuff, and like of the family. Yo, I'm excited. I'm excited. That was a birthday book. Next, I got this book from Booksparks. They sent me Malcolm and Me by Robin Farmer. Oh, and if you don't know what Becoming is about, it's Michelle's like memoir. Yeah, it's her memoir. Y'all should know what that is about though, right? Okay, but next from Booksparks, I got Malcolm and Me by Robin Farmer. This follows Roberta Forrest, and she's 13, so this is a middle grade. She has an argument with her Catholic school teacher over Thomas Jefferson's enslavement of people. And then after that, she questions religion and adult hypocrisy at school and home while the Watergate scandal unfolds. So then she's trying to work on winning an essay contest, and she starts wanting to become a social justice activist with the help of the best teacher she never had, Malcolm X. So just by the title alone, also this cover is beautiful, but just by the title alone reminds me of Dear Martin, because, you know, in that book by Nick Stone, the character Justice in that was talking to Martin Luther King. So this one reminds me of, just by the title, I don't know if it's actually going to be the same, but, you know, just Michael and Me, and then I like how the characters are talking to people from the civil rights movement. Anyway, this is also one of the books that I plan to pick up next. It's middle grade. It's only like 200 or so pages, and I'm going to annotate and maybe do a reading vlog for it. I don't know. We'll see. And then the last book, oh, no, not the last book. I lied. Okay, next book is Song of Solomon by the great Toni Morrison. I also got The Bluest Eye, but my grandma decided she wanted to read it, so I let her read it. So, yeah, this is Miss Morrison's third book, I think. I don't know. You don't have to read all her books in order, but because I'm me, I would like to read all her books in order. So, this is Song of Solomon, and it follows... it says Milkman Dead was born shortly after a neighborhood eccentric hurled himself off a rooftop in a vain attempt at flight. For the rest of his life, he too will be trying to fly. And it says it's a coming of age story as you follow Milkman from his rust-built city to the place of his family origins. Morrison introduced an entire cast of strivers and seeresses, liars, and assassins, the inhabitants of a fully realized black world. One thing I love about Miss Morrison is that all her books are set in Ohio, where I live, so that's pretty interesting. So, or at least I think this one is. I don't know, but I'm excited to read another Miss Morrison. If my grandma doesn't give me The Bluest Eye before the year is out, then I'll just get on with this one. So yeah. And I'll just read The Bluest Eye on my Kindle. But, like, I'm the type, like, I feel like Morrison and Baldwin, you have to read them physically for the connection. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, and then the last book I have is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. I just finished A Quarter the Ruin the other day. I randomly decided to reread the series. I wasn't planning on doing that. But since I never got to this book, I said I might as well. So I think I started A Quarter Tons of Roses in like September, and then I moved on with the series, and I just finished A Quarter Rings of Ruin. So now I'm on A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is a novella, and it follows everybody in the Winter Court after the aftermath of what happened in A Quarter Rings of Ruin. And that book broke me, broke me, but like I had a lot of emotions. I was like, what? You said what now? I should have did a reading vlog for that whole series, but A Quarter Rings of Ruin is definitely my favorite book out the series. I know that series, I know Maas has some problematic or whatever, but I like to take the series as what it is, which is fun and entertaining, nothing else, nothing more. So yeah, A Quarter of Frost and Starlight. So that is all of the books that I have for right now. I don't think I'm going to buy me any more books because I have no room for any of these. So... I have no more room for any more books. So, these are all the books that I have gotten myself or bought for me. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So, yeah. Of course, all of these. So, yeah. So, if you have read any of these books or you're interested in any of these books, leave me a comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more future videos from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!